Alright, number 11. Similar problem. We have two steps. We're going to plot the x-intercepts, and then we're going to graph this function. So notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is already in factored form. So all I need to do is take each of these terms and set them equal to 0 to solve it. Marker looks like it wants to dry up. I'll try a different one. Okay, so the first one we have is x plus 2 equals 0. We'll solve that. We also have x plus 1. Solve that for 0. We have x minus 1. Solve that for 0. And then we have 3 minus x. Solve that for 0. Okay, so subtracting 2 will give me x equals negative 2. Subtracting 1 will give me x equals negative 1. Adding 1 will give me x equals 1. And if I just add x to make it positive, that will give me x equals 3. Might be the other way, but it's the same. Okay, so we have 4 intercepts. Because of these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that means we have a function to the 4th degree. Again, this is even, so that tells me my endpoints are going to be going up to infinity, and in between we'll do some little dancy dude. I don't know exactly, but it should go probably twice and go up like this. That way we'll get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something in that frame of mind. Okay, so we're going to plot these x-intercepts. There are 4. Negative 2. Negative 1. Positive 1 and positive 3. Right now we're going to select the area where the graph is. So we have a part up here. We're going to have a part that goes below, comes back up, goes below, comes back up. Now you can also graph these if you want to get a visual. If you're not really sure what I'm doing, you can use graphing calculator. And if I were to graph this function, you will get a visual, and then you can just plot what you see. Okay, so I'm pulling this up so I can go back to the original function. Go to y equal. We're going to type all of this in. So we have x plus, go back, x plus 2. I'm trying to use a keypad and it won't do the parentheses, so I have to do that with the calculator. And we have x plus 1, and then we have x minus 1, and then we have 3 minus x. And if you graph this, oh yeah, so good thing we're checking. Because of this negative x, wasn't paying attention to that. It does flip the sign, because you will have 4 x's, but this one is a negative. So I actually need to flip this around, because that leading term will be negative. So a good thing that I'm graphing it to check. So we're actually going to be down, then up, and down. Now I was assuming that this was positive, but I didn't take into account that when you multiply this out, because of this minus in front of the x, it's negative. So you have a negative x to the fourth, so it just flips upside down.